Hope I'm audible, guys.
No,
Hi,
you're
it
not.
was low.
It's coming on and off.
Can you check again internet connection? Actually, it is
Yeah.
redirecting.
No, my internet connection should be good, but what has happened is why it is going back. I don't want to connect automatically.
It's coming
Okay.
now. Voice is coming.
Okay. I don't think now there should be a problem. After this, there should not be a problem.
It's coming fine.
Yeah. Now there should not be a problem. Okay. Fine. Okay. So what I was telling that today we are going to discuss about AWS Lambda. We are going to see why we are going to need AWS Lambda. Why did cloud introduce this service to us? To understand any service, you first need to understand why you need that particular service. So before that, first we'll see all the supporting tasks. Okay. Why can't we able to perform that same task using those supporting actors? Okay. Then only the final hero will gonna enter, who is that AWS Lambda. Okay. That is the whole session about. Okay. So let us start our session. And before that, let me introduce myself to you. I can see some of them are my like normal class students. And okay. So yes, so my name is Abhijit Kumar. I have a total experience of 13 years. I have done my BTech from VIT Vellore, MTech from IT Delhi. Okay, I have worked in organizations like Bank of America, Goldman Sachs, AWS, Accenture, Infosys, Capgemini, and
We are losing you in between.
Yeah, again we are not able to hear.
Not audible. Not audible.
Not at all.
State Bank of India as a government employee. I worked in state banks like AWS, Lambda, AWS Services, AWS Lambda, AWS Services, Okay. Hope this will not come back again. I have two Wi-Fi. I'm switching to two Wi-Fi's. Okay, plus having a backup. I don't know sometimes. Okay, so if it has been disconnected, this is myself, Abhijit Kumar, 13 years experience, BTech VIT Vellore, MTech IT Delhi. These are my organizations. I have worked in State Bank of India as a government employee, which have worked in your YONO SBI or SBI Buddy. Okay, currently I'm working in APN, which is a product-based startup. Fine. Now let us move on to our topic, what we are going to do. Okay, I hope you guys know what are logs. Okay, we'll see today what are logs. But I hope you all are at least able to understand what do I mean by logs or log. Okay, so what do I mean by log? Log means log means it is giving you the kind of requirement or the kind of understanding that what went wrong or what went right. Okay, suppose I will take a small example. Everybody might have seen this particular photo. Okay, this is where is Waldo. Okay, so if I don't have logs in my life, if I don't have logs in my life will be like this. Where is Waldo? Because logs are going to give you actually that what has happened to my system. Suppose my EC2 has failed, my system has failed, my application has crashed. If I want to know that why it has crashed, what is the root cause, log are my best friend. Without log, you are here. Just imagine to identify where is Waldo. Are you able to identify? Not at all. It is like going blindly. Okay, blind playing is good in poker and all, not in software industry. So what do you need? You need logs. So logs are a very important part of any developer, any cloud engineer, any DevOps engineer, whatever you can call them, it is important. Okay. Are logs and metrics same? Are logs and metrics same? No, logs and metrics are not same. Logs give you the problem or the information, what has happened, what things have gone, okay? Whether I've created an EC2, whether I've created a file, whether I've deleted a file, whether I have my application crashed, my system crashed, whatever things is. Metrics is gonna give you the performance. How was CPU performing? How is the RAM performing? How is the hardware working? All those things are given by metrics. Okay. So I hope you are clear with logs and metrics. Now, since logs are very much important part of our development day-to-day work, so what has done is AWS has given one service that is called as CloudWatch. They have given us a provided as a service that is CloudWatch. So what this CloudWatch is going to do for you, friends, it is going to track all the logs, or it is going to store all the logs of whatever services you are going to use inside AWS. Example, if I'm working on EC2, inside my EC2, some application is crashing. So this particular things are going to help me out. Lambda, database, whatever things you are tracking, whatever things you are performing, deleting, accepting, everything, CloudWatch will store all the logs for you. So this particular service is going to give you logs as well as metrics. But our area of concern today is first logs. Okay. So we have understood logs are very, very important and integral part of our development system. Now, if it is so important, that means it has to be preserved positively. It has to be looked after. If something is very important, we look it after, right? So here also logs are very integral part. So we have to look it after. So what do I need is I need logs to stay for a longer duration. 100 of systems are running, 100 of applications are running, thousands of logs are getting printed every time. We don't know when something gets missed out. So we need to preserve these logs as and when we require, we can retrieve it also. Okay. So that is where logs become very important. So who is helping me in this particular storing and everything? CloudWatch. But my dear friends, CloudWatch has a limitation to store number of logs. It has kind of what to say is storage limitations is available inside your CloudWatch. Okay. Plus it is costlier to store your logs in a CloudWatch. Okay. It is very, very costly to store your logs in a CloudWatch. So what do I need to do then? Then I need to store it in some safe place, in some safe place where I can store it for a longer duration. Okay. I want to store it for a longer duration. Okay. That is what I'm going to do. So which is the best option to store my logs? AWS has given me what storage capacity? Any service which AWS has given me? Do you think anything that comes to your mind? Anything that comes to your mind that yes, this is the service that AWS has provided me. Okay, this is the service that AWS has provided me where I can use this particular service to store it. Yes, there is something called as AWS S3. I hope you guys have heard of this particular service. This is simple storage service. Okay, S3. Okay, SS, triple S. So simple storage service. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is, this is my log in my CloudWatch. This is my AWS S3. Imagine AWS S3 like your Google Drive, where you can store things and store at an unlimited duration, store for an unlimited size. It will keep on increasing as and when you keep on adding files to it. Okay. So what I want to do is I want to transfer my logs from my CloudWatch to where? To my S3. Okay. Inside S3 where? They'll provide you a bucket. What is bucket? To store something, to put something in it. Okay. To hold water, something. So the name word bucket comes in, you want to store something. That's it. Okay. So what you're going to do is you are going to transfer your logs from your CloudWatch to S3. Okay. So first let us see so I'm going to use the sandbox environment. Let me use it up. Okay. So let us log into AWS. Fine. Now, let me go to CloudWatch. The name itself will tell you everything. Watching the clouds, okay, in the form of metrics, in the form of logs. So you have two things here. One is logs, one is metrics. Logs, now you guys have understood it. Okay. So if you come here, you will see inside this by default, they have given some logs for us. Okay. You go inside, you will find all the logs, what has happened, what is created, what is destroyed. That's it. Okay, since I have no other service for me, there is no other log groups. So what I'm going to do, friends, I am going to create some service, kind of a database service. Are you guys aware of database service? AWS RDS. Are you guys available? Do you guys know what is database service here?
Yeah,
I
it's
hope yes.
relational data.
Okay. So it is AWS RDS. Okay. So I am going to use AWS RDS service, which is the database service provided by your AWS cloud. Why we need this service? This service is a platform as a service provided. You have two options available, friends. One option is I will go ahead, create an empty virtual machine or an EC2, that is your server. Inside this particular machine, I will install my database server. If I need MySQL, I will install MySQL, SQL server, whatever I want, I will install it. Okay. And on top of that, I will create my database, I will create my table, and I will start working. Problem here is that you have to maintain everything. Maintaining this EC2 is your problem. Updating the software is your problem. Installing all the software related to MySQL is your problem. Patching is your problem. You are only going to get an empty field. If you want to understand a little bit in a quick term, if you want to play cricket, you are going to rent a playground. If you are just renting a playground, that is called as in cloud infrastructure as a service. In our scenario, you can compare this to your EC2 or your server. Now, if I don't want to bring my bat, ball, wickets, pad, kit, and all, I will ask this ground provider that, hey, ground provider, can you give me all these things? He will tell, yes, we have all the kits available. So you don't need to bring anything. The pitch is ready, the kit is ready, everything is ready. In that particular scenario, we call it platform as a service. Third option is I even don't have any players to play with me. Can you provide me players also? He will tell, yes, I will provide you player also. In that particular scenario, you call it SaaS. That is solution as a service. Fine. So in this particular scenario, if you see, my AWS RDS is nothing but platform as a service. You don't need to maintain the server. You don't need to maintain the software. Suppose I need MySQL, SQL server. You don't need to worry about anything. Your work is not there. All these things who will maintain? This will be maintained by AWS. So that is why we call this as AWS managed service. AWS is gonna manage the service for you. You are not gonna worry about. Now, let us go and create a databases. So create a database. So for that, what you need to do is you need to choose it. See, I'm just going to choose it. I don't need to go and install anything. They will do everything. So here I'll just go choose a free tier. Database name is fine, admin is fine. I can give some password. Suppose admin 1234. My job is not to teach you database, but yes, we are gonna use it for our logs. So all these things I can leave it like that. Come here, come here. Can you see? You have a service so that the log will be pushed to Amazon CloudWatch logs. Now, my dear friends, if I create an EC2, if I create a normal EC2, deploy an application, will that logs will be pushed to CloudWatch? Tell me yes or no. In the meantime,
No.
will that log be pushed to CloudWatch?
I think you need to do some configuration.
Okay, good. Why? It is an AWS service, right? They should have used it. Okay, by default, they should have given me right here. Suppose I have spinned up an EC2 Anybody knows what an EC2 is, right? Server. Server is nothing but computer. Okay. This is my dabba. This is a box computer. If you don't know what a server is, similarly imagine this is a box, your computer. On this, you have hardware, you have OS, and you have your application. A plain dabba for you. That's it, my dear friend. Nothing more than that. Okay. Fine. So that is where EC2 is about. Okay. It is just like this, a proper box for you. Fine. Now, if I create an EC2, will I get a log group here? This database will take some time, 5-10 minutes. Okay. Let's not worry on that. So in the meantime, do you think if I create an EC2, will the log group come here?
No.
But it is an AWS service, right? Why they are not giving it? I'm again not teaching you EC2. I am just going to, in the meantime, it is being created. We will just do it. Okay, but does network enable anyway? I don't care. Okay, let me launch an instance. In the meantime, my database is being created. Okay, so in the same simultaneously, my EC2 is also getting created. Okay, so here what I will do is I'll just go here, try to connect it, all these things. I hope you know all these things. Okay, these are very basic things. Let me allow so that people can access it. I want to access it as a developer. So I will tell that anybody can access you, and that is what I am. Security group is nothing but a bodyguard. There is a bodyguard in front of your gate, right? Who will enter, who will not enter? Similarly, for your EC2, this security group is nothing but a bodyguard who tells who is going to enter, who is not going to enter. So here, if I tell that nobody will enter, nobody will enter. Okay, now I am telling I want everybody to enter. Okay, so in the meantime, let it get created. It will take another couple of minutes. Generally, you should create. I have created an EC2. Let me switch to a sudo user. Okay, let me install something. If I do some install, it should log in, right? Something should happen. Yum, install. Suppose I am installing Git, example. I'm installing a Git. So if I install a Git, should it reflect here or not? Where is my log group? Let us go to cloud. Whatever I am doing inside my server, should AWS track it or not and give me? I'm clear with my question. Can you see that database has logged something? Everybody? There was nothing before, but now database has the log. CloudWatch has started tracking your logs for your database. Same way I created an EC2, right? I installed a lot of things. Are you able to see anything? Let me refresh it. Nothing. Why? Because your AWS RDS or this database service is platform as a service. You don't need to worry about anything. Your logging, your metrics, your performance, lot of reports will be self-generated for you. Here, everything you need to do. Remember, you need to bring your own bat, ball, wicket, kids, pad, whatever you think of, you need to bring it. So that is why, by default, even if you create a server, that will not be pushed here itself. Okay? You need to do some configuration. That is called as CloudWatch agent. That is not that is not the session that we are up to today. Fine. Now let us come. This particular log group is available here. But this log group will keep on increasing in size, which will keep on keeping me cost. Plus, CloudWatch has the limitations to hold this particular log for you. So I need to transfer it to a place where it is safe. Even after 6 months, I want, hey, Abhijit, please bring me this particular log group. What happened on that particular day? You should be able to supply me that. That is the ultimate goal. And that is what we have also implemented in our project also. Fine. So my job here is to push the logs from CloudWatch to S3 bucket. Options are available. Select here, action, export data to Amazon S3. Just now I have talked about S3, right? storage service like a Google Drive, like a drive is there where you are going to store it, which has unlimited space available for you. So what will I do? Can I go here and do this way? Is it a good practice what I'm doing right now? Is it a good practice what I'm doing right now? Another 45 minutes, you will know everything. Okay? Have some patience. You will learn the Lambda in a way that you have never seen. Now, tell me this answer. Is it a good practice what I'm trying to do here?
No.
Why? Because this data, I don't know when the logs will get updated. I might forget to move the log. That log might get deleted. 100 of users are accessing it. So every time it is not possible that I keep a person paying 30 lakhs of package just to move this particular data to some place. So it is not a good practice. So we need to do some automation so that automatically the log should be moved from here to S3 bucket. Clear? This is the manual process. Now we are going to automate it. What is the way to automate it? One of the biggest thing that comes in your mind is always Python. So Python is one of the best automation language that is going to help you. So let us take help of Python first. So for Python, I need an ID, right? If you don't have an ID, what you need to go is go to Google, download, okay? Go to Google, download PyCharm. Okay? Go to Google, download PyCharm Community Edition. Okay? You can go here, you can download. Fine. I already have installed PyCharm for me. So you can see that it is already available. Now, let me create a new project. Let me create a new project. Okay. Suppose this is project 2 by default I've created. Let me create it. Okay. So I've created a new project inside my PyCharm. There's nothing very new in this. We have just done it. Okay. So inside this particular project, I'm going to create a Python file. That Python file, I will name it, suppose, CloudWatch, or let me name it Lambda. There's nothing related with Lambda right now. Okay. Just I'm giving it the name. So I have created a file that is lambda.py. Okay. Manual thing. I am not happy. My company is not happy and nobody wants it. Nobody wants to pay somebody just to move the files from here to there. So we will implement automation. So how can I implement automation first of all? How is it possible that Python will work with your Lambda or AWS? Is it possible that Python will connect to your AWS? Is it possible?
Yes.
Is it possible that Python will connect to your AWS?
No.
Either yes or no. Two options only will be available for you. Either yes or no. That's it.
Yes.
It is possible.
Yes.
Definitely it is possible. That is how we are able to do automation. Okay. Now, how to do it? Normally, I can go to Google console and I am giving my user ID and password. That is how I am entering it. How will, if I write some code here, how will that code go and connect with cloud AWS and create a resource inside that or do some action inside that? How is it possible? It is possible based on two things. One is your access key, another is your secret key. These two have been given for you so that you can connect from outside world to your AWS. So shall I connect first or shall I write the code first? Let us first connect it. Okay, how to connect it? Go to your command prompt. Here, just type AWS configure. That means you are configuring your AWS from your local system. When you do AWS configure, it will ask you a access key ID. By default, I have this access key ID. From where I'm getting this? From where it is picking up this?
AWS console.
Very good. Okay, good. So this PC, where is my file? C users Abhijit Kumar. So let me go to C. Let me go to users. Let me go to Abhijit Kumar. Inside this, you guys will find a folder that is .aws. Open this particular folder. Inside this, can you see some credentials is there? Open that credential. Get a feel of it, why things are happening. Okay. So if you see this credential has come into picture. You will see that by saying something called default is there and access key ID and secret key ID. Is it matching here? Double RTR. Can you see here? Let me go to my command prompt. Can you see here? Double RTR. So already a configure file is available. Configuration is available in my system. From there, it is picking this. If it is not available, it will create a file for you. And whatever you are entering, it will enter like it has done for me. This is for the root user, the default admin user. If you want to do for a specific user, can you see Dhoni, Kohli, John, all these users are available. If I want to log in, ask them to log in, they need to use these credentials. Fine. So what I need to do, now it has changed. Now my cloud is something different. So I need to change my access key ID. I will go here, change it. Then what it is asking? Secret access key. Again, go here and check it out. You go here. Where is that? Credentials. So here something EFR, something is there. If you see here, something EFR is there. Okay. So I don't need that. I need my new secret key so that it will log in into this particular AWS. So come here, present it. Region by default, I have given something that is US East 1. This is also being picked. Where it is being picked, now you guys should be able to answer. There is an option called as config. Here, if you see, for default user, that is root user, what is the region? US East 1. And what is output? JSON. Same thing, by default, it is picking. If you want to change it. I don't want to change it. So my configuration is done. Okay, now Python will be able to use your system configuration and will be able to connect to your laptop. Now, how to write the code? Where to start? Where is this? This is Google Cloud. Okay. Let me close this. Okay, let us have this. Okay, now how to start, guys? How you will do Python automation now? Do you know any kind of Python automation?
Boto 3.
Very good. So you need to take help of somebody. Okay, so let us go here. You can take AWS Boto 3 documentation. What is Boto 3? Simple. This is your cloud AWS. Imagine this is your AWS. This is your Python code you are writing in your PyCharm. How does this PyCharm is gonna connect and how it is going to write some code. How cloud will understand, how this particular AWS cloud will understand what you have written and how to convert it. You have your own converters here, right? In Java, you download JDK. For Python, you have your Python compiler and your interpreter and your pip and all are there, different things. So here also, Boto 3 is kind of a mediator which is going to convert your code to the code which AWS can understand. He is the mediator who is going to help you in making your code understandable to your AWS. So whatever things you are writing here, you want here, suppose you want to create an EC2, you write here. You write all those codes. Your Boto 3 will help you in communicating with AWS. So here we need Boto 3. So first of all, what I will do, I will import Boto 3. Okay, I will import Boto 3. That I know. But I don't know how to start my code, how to write my code. So there is something called as AWS Boto 3 documentation, friends. Now, let us go here. Here, 100 of things are there. What you need to do, just try to search it. Suppose cloud, watch, logs, export. If you go here, you will see there is some function coming for Python methods that I can create an export task for me. Open it here. You will see the complete code is available in front of you. You just need to customize it or modify it according to your need. That's it. So what I will do, I will just copy this particular thing, come here to my PyCharm, paste it. Okay. Now it will ask some errors. That all error we are going to rectify it. Now Here you have something called as task name. By default, what task you are performing. Log group name, what log group you are going to transfer. Inside log group, you have log stream name. You can go here and come and see this. Inside log group, you have log streams. So what log stream name you want to give? Okay, that it is asking. Then what do you have? Let me go here. Then you have from time, from which time to which time log you want to take it up. Last 30 days, last 40 days, last 1 month, last 3 months, where you want to put it. Okay, and if you want to put it, what should be the name of that? So everything we should understand what parameter it is. Task name I will give it as Abhi. Log group name, what I can give, guys? Log group name is this. Simple. I want to transfer this log, so I'll put it here. Prefix name, let me give, I want database 1 to prefix. If you don't give anything, everything will get transferred. Okay, so I'm giving here. Now, from time and to time. There is some restriction available here. From time and to time, first it is an integer, if you see this. Second thing, they are asking you to be having it as a millisecond in this particular formats. So what I will do is, I will first of all write, okay, I will first of all start. So how many days you need? Suppose I need for 30 days, last 30 days, okay? Then I will convert it into an integer. Okay, I have converted into an integer properly. Now next what I need to do? Next I need to tell from where to where I need to convert it. From where to where I need to convert it. So suppose I am giving end date. What is my end date? Simple, use date time method. Okay, inside date time method, you tell from now. From now till back date. Till back date, 30 days before. So these two things I need to just justify. Like this, I will put start date. Start date, you can use date time. Okay, inside date time, you have, okay, you have something called as time delta. What time delta will do for you? Time delta will tell how many days you want to take it. So I want to take, suppose days is equal to my days. That is 30 days. So what I have written, end date is just now, present, whatever, after half an hour, 30 minutes, 20 minutes, right now. After that, what I'm going to do, I am going to start date. Okay, so this is my start date, this is my end date. What is the gap? 30 days. So I will be able to export the log of 30 days. Okay, any place you have a doubt, please repeat or please tell me immediately. So, now what I need to do? Next thing, I need to tell, see, inside AWS, I have hundreds of services. How will this client know what export task I have to do? What service I have to do? So first you need to tell what is the service you are going to perform. And that is why my friend, Boto3 will help me. Boto3 will tell me, Boto3 will tell me where do I need to, or which service I am going to use. So I am going to use log service. Okay, I am going to use, suppose, log service. So here it will only work with logs. You don't need to focus on 100 of places. Okay, so now you can see that the error is gone because I have told my Python that, hey Python, I am gonna work with log. That is my CloudWatch. Inside my CloudWatch, what I am going to do? I am going to create an export task. What I am going to export? I am going to export my log group from this date to this date to this particular section. Now, let us come to destination. Where do I want to push it, guys? Where do I need to push it?
I'm just sorry for interrupt. So logs is just service name or how it is? What you're mentioning?
What?
Logs
This one?
is, yeah, this is service name or how it is? It's a
Service
string.
name. Service name. It is a proper service name.
Okay. So what
If you want to work with EC2, you have to tell EC2. Okay? If you want to work with whatever service, you have to first inform that I want to connect to that particular service. Until you connect to that particular service, then only you can do something, right? You can speak to him. Here we are speaking to that service. Okay?
So for Java also we can use this Boto3.
How?
Java
For
ID
Java, what
also
is the
same
required
process.
library we have to connect to the AWS, sir?
Yes, yes, I will tell you. I will tell you. Wait for that
Okay.
is what. Till now we have not got the. I'm not resolved the error. So
Oh, sure.
I'm just writing the code. Still, you can see that you are getting the error. Okay. So we will do that. Another 5 minutes, we will do it. Fine.
Abhi, one
But,
question.
but Abhi,
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah. Tell me.
to connect to
Yeah.
a Boto client, right? We will provide the access key,
Yes. I
the
provided right to
region.
command prompt. I did right. And your Python is going to pick from where your AWS. Okay. Your Python is going to pick from that particular file what is the access key, what is the security key, everything it is going to pick for you. That is why I configured right.
But in the Python, we don't have to specify anything.
You don't need to specify anything. If your system is configured, if you have that .aws file with correct access key and secret key, Python Boto 3 will be smart enough to pick it.
Is it
Okay.
in the class path that Python is going to find it out?
What?
Is it in the class path that Python is automatically find it out where the AWS that we
Yeah, that
initially
is why.
created?
Yes. So that is why we use Python for automation in cloud. That is why whenever somebody asks you that, hey, you want to learn cloud, please learn Python. Why? Because it is very much compatible with your AWS or your cloud. Okay.
And Abhi,
You don't
one
need to
minute.
specify 100 of things.
So we are only connecting to get the logs right now, right, Abhi? That's what we are doing, right?
First, we are connecting to the logs. Inside log, I am telling them this is the log, and please move the log from this place to this place. I am creating an export task. I am exporting something. What I am exporting? I am exporting the log from my log group, that is my CloudWatch, to this particular place. This place is currently my S3. Okay.
Yeah. One
Get
more
everybody?
thing.
Fine. Yeah.
So whenever you are writing arguments, right? Let's say you wrote logs as the argument and days equal to my days as an argument. So sometimes you are giving double quote, sometimes you are not giving double quote. When you are putting the double quote, when you are not putting the
You need
double
a
quote.
string, right? String. String is always in double quotes, right?
Okay.
You need to specify a string, right? Basic Java data types or Python data types. Okay. So if you need to specify anything in the form of string, you have to give it double quotes.
Okay.
Integer, I will not give it in double quotes. Why need to give it in double quotes?
Yeah, but in
Okay.
time delta, this is the 9th line. If you see, you have given days equal to my days. You have not given double quote. That's there, right?
Because this is a variable, right? I am referring to a variable.
That's the variable. Okay, understood. Okay, thanks. Sorry. Yeah.
Hold for 10 to 15 minutes, okay? Everything will be cleared out for you. Okay? Fine. So what I'm doing step by step, that is why I'm doing. Okay. What I have done, I have included my Python for my automation part. Okay. For my Python, I'm going to connect to my CloudWatch. This will help me in connecting. Who is helping me in connecting? Auto 3. And then what it is going to do, I am going to create an export task where I am going to export my logs from this particular place to destination. Destination I have not yet defined. Let us go ahead and define destination. So let us go ahead. Destination is nothing but your S3 bucket. Okay. Let me create a bucket for you where to dump something. Okay. Suppose I will put this bucket name should be unique. Something I'll put. Okay. ABHISHOK or something. I will clip here that people can access. I want people to access my buckets. Okay. And I acknowledge that yes, I am okay that people is accessing my bucket. Okay. Bucket has been successfully created. Now I can use this bucket as my destination. Let us come to PyCharm. Let us come here, give the bucket name. Okay. Now here in this bucket name, once log is stored, by what name you want to store the log? I want to give it the name, suppose Abhi logs. Okay. So inside my bucket, when the logs will be stored, they will be stored inside a folder. That folder name will be Abhi logs. Now all the parameters are clear for you. What we have done, we have connected to your client. Then what is my client? Client is CloudWatch. I'm asking the CloudWatch that, hey, I want to export something. What do I want to export? I want to export this particular log group, which has a log and name as database. Last 30 days, I want to export the logs. What is my destination? Where I want to export? If you want to export, somebody will be there to import it, right? It can't happen one way directional. So here I'm going to put it in my S3 bucket, and my S3 bucket folder is this. Fine. Now, Boto 3 itself is giving me a problem because Boto 3 have you installed any Boto 3 right now? Have you installed it? If I want to use Java, something .NET or whatever I'm using React, right, for front end. In Java, I'm using Maven, Spring Boot, whatever. So that library need to be installed in this particular project. So what I'm going to do, easy way, go here, go to settings, okay? Go to, suppose you can go to Python project, go to Python interpreter, add it, go to Boto 3. You can see here Boto 3, install this particular package. It will take, I think, maximum 32 seconds to 45 seconds. It should get installed. Okay. Once it is getting installed, you will get message as it is installed. So this is what you need to incorporate inside your project. Okay. Installed properly. Closed. You can see here Boto 3 library are available here. Okay. S3 transfer, a lot of things are available here by default. Let us give okay. Has this error gone or not? Because I have included this particular library inside the project. Now this PyCharm knows what is Boto 3. Till now it was not aware why you are talking about importing Boto 3. What do I need to do? Okay. Is it good? Do I need to do anything else? If I run it, what it will do? It will connect to my CloudWatch, it will pick the log, and it will transfer the log here. Can I run it or anything I need to do else?
You have to do times from time to time.
Okay, good. So I have not given runtime and time.
How the Python would know I have to transfer it to any particular service of AWS? Like we have just mentioned destination as Abhishek MNG, correct? But how Python would know I have to transfer it to S3 service of AWS? No, any other storage service.
Yeah, it is not required. Why? Because can you see? Has it given you? Sorry. The code itself, the create export task itself knows that you need to give what S3 bucket name only. Everybody, can you able to see this? Good question is asked. The name of the S3 bucket for the exported log data. The parameter has been defined already. In the backend, the code has already been written. You are just using this particular function. Can I tomorrow write a function that click Abhijit or send mail to Abhijit? Inside that, can I define my own parameters? If you give my mail ID, if you give something, mail will trigger Tommy. Similarly, here also, they have by default given you that whatever you are specifying, it should be an S3 bucket. Otherwise, it will give you an error that your parameter is wrong.
Okay. In the backend, S3 is already configured.
Yes, you can see it right here. The name of S3 bucket. You need to this particular function, whoever is created. For now, AWS and Boto 3, they have done it. Okay. But Boto 3, whatever he has done is, he has already given all this particular thing in the backend, that is, this will go to backend S3 service only. Okay?
Yeah, clear.
Fine. No.
But we have not defined which user I'm using to do this task, right? So cloud user or Python user, some username so that corresponding access can be used.
This access key is for whom?
Cloud user.
So which user it will take? Cloud user, right?
Cloud user.
Okay. If any other user, while I was showing you this, if you remember this, if any other user, you need to specify it. If the user is Dhoni, you need to tell specifically Dhoni user. Okay? Then his credential is stored here. Just now I have shown, right? See here? You can store n number of users here. They don't matter. It doesn't matter. Okay? Clear?
Okay.
So this access key and this particular secret key is always assigned to a specific user. It is always related to a particular user. That is why this sandbox environment, they know that you are going to use this. That is why they have specifically given me this access key and secret key. Okay. If you don't have this, you will go here, go to security credentials. Okay. Go to security credentials. Here, what you need to do is you need to create an access key. Can you create here? Why use? I want to use it for command line interface. I understand. Go here. Something test. Is it created, guys? Is it created or not?
Yes.
Download the CSV file. Okay. You have the access key and secret key. This is how you guys are gonna do it. Okay. But since they have already given me, I am not using it. Plus, this is a sandbox environment. I don't have that much access available. Okay. So a lot of things will not be available here. Fine. I hope you are clear with access key and security key. Guys, Python is very, very mandatory for you to become a good cloud or a DevOps engineer in today's world. Fine. Let us fix our date part. Okay. Date till now, everything is fine. Now I will give it from date. Only thing I have to change it to integer. That is what it has asked me, right? I have shown you the parameter in the start. I have to convert it in the integer form. What is the date required? Integer. Date required? Integer. And you have to give it in milliseconds. Let me convert to integer. Converting to integer, I will have start date. Let me use start date. And let me get that. Why are you not giving me suggestions? I opened correctly, right? Import date time, fine. Should give me a suggestion, right? It should have a timestamp. In spelling wrong. Oh, I have done one small mistake, right? Start date has to be 30 days from there. Okay. Start date has to be 30 days from there. Sorry. I have to give here this. Okay. Now I think it should work fine for me. Yeah. Okay. Now I'm able to get the timestamp. Okay. Now this timestamp I have to convert to milliseconds. Simple, right? If you want to convert to milliseconds, simple mathematics, multiply into 1000, done for you. Second thing, what is that? To date. So to date, what I need to do? I need to convert it into integer. Inside integer, I need to give my end date. Okay. Get the timestamp and multiply it by 1000. Okay. Now it is according to my parameter. Okay. It is according to my parameter. So starting date is 30 days before. Okay. And start date is what? That is to date. It is going to be here. So let me give from time. From time should be from date. And end date should be to. Till this particular point, everybody is there with me.
Sorry, what is the what you did in destination and destination prefix? Could you please tell me?
I am trying to transfer my logs from CloudWatch to bucket, S3 bucket. Okay. So here I have given the everything you identified by a name, right? So log group name, I have given some name. If I want to identify, I'll give you Jitesh, Abhijit, something. So here also I have told that who you are trying to move. I'm trying to move this particular. Okay. Where you are wanting to move, you have to give some name, right? This is the name of this S3 bucket. Am I available there? Yes, here. Can you see I have created an S3 bucket here?
Yeah.
Okay. So just referring them with the name.
And what is destination prefix, sir?
Here I want to create some folder name, right? I doesn't like it just like that. So inside bucket, I will give some folder.
Yeah.
So it will create a folder name Abhi logs. In that logs, it will pull all the logs from your CloudWatch.
Yeah. Thank you.
Okay. Now if I run, will I get everything clearly? Anything else I need to do? My code is correct, right? Let us try. What I am getting error? If let me copy this entire. Okay. Get bucket ACL call on given bucket failed. Please check if CloudWatch logs has been granted permission to perform this operation. See guys, what it is happening? One service is talking to another service. Okay. What is happening? CloudWatch log is talking to S3 service. Is it or not? Is it or not? Logs is being transferred to S3. So this particular service, one AWS service is trying to access another AWS service. One AWS service is what? This is also a machine. This is also a machine. Can I allow one machine to talk to another machine just like that? Tomorrow they can start talking to each other and they can do anything, right? So it is not allowed for one machine to speak to another machine just like that. You need to provide or you need to tell him this particular machine that yes, somebody from logs or somebody service called as CloudWatch will access you or will try to export the logs to you. So you should allow him, you should make him or it should be understood that yes, he is being given permission to dispatch his logs from here to here. Because ultimately, who is the owner? I am the owner of them. They are the machine under me. So to S3, I need to tell S3 that hey S3, you should allow logs to transfer them some files from there to here. So what I need to give? I need to give them some kind of what? Some kind of bucket policies or some rules I have to specify that yes, these people are allowed to access or to dump something into your bucket.
Then IAM
As
concept will come into picture, right?
yes, IAM concept will come into
Control.
picture. Okay, so you can
Here,
define that policy. Yeah,
here we are calling from one service to other service means one API is calling to other API, right? Simple.
yes.
Okay.
Okay, but in the layman term, always understand one machine. This is a machine. This is a machine. Now, see, till now I am accessing everything. S3 I am creating. Moving I am doing. But now who is doing it? Directly this is going to this. Automation means it is automatically going to move from one place to another. So you need to define some policies for them. You need to define some rule for them. So let us go and define some rules here. Go to permission inside your S3 bucket. Tell that particular bucket policy that hey bucket, these are the resources or this is what going to happen to you. Please allow these things here. Okay. So here what we're going to do is let me add a statement here. Okay. So version and all by default it will take. This you can give anything name you want. It is your choice that yes, I am going to upload. Okay. Statement identification. It is a normal term. Okay. Now effect I have given allow. Okay. That please allow. What you want to allow? What you want to allow? First you allow whom? Let me give the principal name. Inside principal, you need to define the service. Who is gonna access you? So service, I am gonna tell that yes, logs is gonna access. Which log? US East -1 log is gonna access you. So logs dot.
Sorry, spelling of service is wrong. I think it will cause problem later.
Yeah. Service. Okay. Logs dot. Okay. US East -1. And who is that inside? That is Amazon. That is Amazon AWS.com. Okay. Which service is gonna which service you are gonna allow? I am going to allow log service. Of which region? Of this particular region. Okay. Now I am going to allow. Good, very good. What action you want them to perform? First action I want them to perform is, okay, first action I want them to perform is, I can go here, choose S3. Here you can choose anything from here, okay? All the services will be. If you don't know how to type also, you can choose anything from here. I want to get bucket list. Yes. Get bucket is here. Why I'm taking this particular service? See, first of all, your CloudWatch will go and check whether they have given me any permission to access it also. First, it is gonna check that ACL. In the ACL, if you remember, I have given anybody can access it. So it will check that yes, we are allowed to access, first of all. Okay. Now, second thing, after they have done this particular part, okay, after they have done this particular part, what I need to define? I need to define the resource. This is the resource. Which resource I'm going to work upon? I'm going to work upon this particular resource. Okay. So now logs CloudWatch is able to, first it is verifying whether I am able to access this particular, I am able to access this particular resource or not. Then only it will try to access. Here itself it will fail, it will not move forward. So first thing first, if it is checking that I have permission or not to access it, then it will give the permission to access anything. Fine. I have given everything correctly, right? Yeah. Okay. Now let me add a new statement. Okay. Let me give it uploading. Same thing I can give, or it doesn't matter. Okay. Service is gonna be same, so I can directly copy paste it. Okay. Now, what action I want to tell? I want to tell that they want to add any object inside that. Inside your S3, I am gonna upload any object. So please give me permission to upload anything. Upload means to put. So to put means it should have an option called as put object. In which resource? In this particular resource.
So object would be any type.
Any type I'm giving. If you want to put an access, you can put a restriction on that also by applying some filters. Okay. So now I'm telling that anything from this log group is allowed to transfer its files to this particular object. Okay. Clear with this bucket policy? Now I am telling the bucket that, hey bucket, log group is gonna access you. Okay. So please provide him permission so that he can upload any object, upload any file inside your bucket. Simple thing. In a plain English language. Let me save it.
This put object will create object inside S3 bucket, right?
It is getting the permission to upload anything, to add anything. See.
Okay.
Let me do this and then show you.
Yeah, Abhi, sorry. So Abhi, so this time, so S3 bucket is requesting to CloudWatch. So first time reading and then second time writing, right?
CloudWatch is requesting. Who is CloudWatch? Who is sending files to where?
CloudWatch sending to S3, right?
So CloudWatch needs permission, right, to send something?
Right, yeah.
So that is why log service. What is that? Log service. Log service is we have given him permission to check his particular access, that publicly people are able to access or not, and then only he will try to put object. So all the access I have given him. Okay, to upload the object.
Put object means writing the log, right?
Updating the object, creating an object, uploading a file, simple way.
Yeah, correct. Yeah.
Sir, I have one question.
Tell me.
For example, in line 18, you said seed equal to uploading. So is there like this is like a string, okay? So like
give any name.
Does it matter?
Abhijit, give anything. Doesn't matter anything.
It doesn't. Oh, yeah. Okay.
is an identification. I'm identifying you with Jitesh, right? You identify with Abhijit. So this is identification of this particular rule. That's it.
And in line 22, for example, you wrote affect equal to allow. So my question was like, is it important to like in a particular way, or we can simply like everything in small letter allow and will also work?
No, this is all specific to the like all
Okay.
syntax. Okay.
We have
The
to follow.
syntax will be checked. If any problem will be there, you will get the error here.
Okay.
It's a JSON file. You all know what a JSON file is, right? Key value pair.
Yeah,
What
yeah.
is key? This is key. This is your value.
Yeah.
Key value. Which resource I am asking the access on? This resource. This resource. Okay. My log group is asking me, and I am providing that access to log because I am the ultimate owner of both the resources. Can I go ahead and save changes? Unknown error is there. Okay. Action does not apply to any resource in an internet. So we have somewhere missed it. So S3 is perfect. Let me put it. Let me give here for anything. Okay. Anything should come. Now let me see. Okay. Okay. It was asking me that what resource? Please filter out. So I have told them that anything. Star means anything. Anything is coming, you take it up. Okay. So what I'm going to do inside this, is it like if you want upload something. So for this, I need some access, right? Since I am the owner, I am getting the access. But log group doesn't have that access. So I have given him the access that you go ahead and you are able to do these particular files. Clear, everybody? Okay. Now can I try? Now can I try? Let us see.
Yes.
This means it is successfully done. Now let us go and see whether something has happened or not. Created, right? Folder? Which folder created?
Avilox.
Avilox. Inside Avilox, can you see here? You can see that it is created, right? It is writing whatever logs are available there. Okay. Now,
So with what user we are accessing the logs service?
this user, right? I have configured this user in the starting only, right? Can you see?
Okay.
And I'm showing you everything. Okay.
Yes.
See the user from where Python is picking it from this file. See? Can you see this?
Yes. Yes.
It is being written in your system itself. From there, the Python is able to pick, yes, this secret key, access key. Based on that particular secret key and access key, it is able to connect to your which service? Log service. And then it is able to perform the action. What action?
And this
Creating
code
a
is executing locally on our system, but with the help of SDK only.
yes.
Okay. Okay. I thought it will execute in the cloud. Okay.
Yeah, this code is showing some red errors. Like still it is working or it is not
It's not
username.
an it's a Python telling that this is a parameters.
Okay.
Python, if you learn, you will see that parameters are tagged in red. Okay. These are the parameters. It's a key value symbol. Key value, parameter value. That's it. It's not error. If we got error here, right? Boto 3. Then we installed it. Got it. Okay. Now, guys, I have done the automation. Perfect. No problem. What the problem is here? Every time do I need to go? I don't know when the log will get updated, right? Whenever the logs get updated, then only I should upload this particular or run this particular file. Plus, it is in my local. If the file is getting deleted, if my system is shut down, things will not execute, right? So keeping this code outside of AWS, is it a good practice?
No.
If I keep this code outside, anything happen, right? My machine is not working at that time. I am away for meeting. The logs has not moved. Then the logs got deleted. I am missing it. So this is actually not a good practice to do. So what should I do, guys? I should go inside and put this code in some service which is inside the cloud and which can run even the cloud is off or on, doesn't matter for me. So one of these service I can see is EC2. Why EC2? Can I write this code inside EC2? First of all, I am writing this code. This is my system only, right? What is EC2? Server is a system or not?
Yes.
Server is also system, right? Can't I write some code here?
Yes.
Can't I write some code here? I have written my code in my local system. Similarly, write a code in this system. Only thing, it's a virtual machine. That is, you are not able to access it physically. We are virtual, right? We are speaking virtually, but we are able to speak, right? Only thing, I can't touch you, we can't feel you, you can't see me, but definitely I can write here. So what I will do, guys, I am going to write the same code here. Since it is inside AWS, is it any problem to execute these files? No, right? I can just give the command every day, 5 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 3 o'clock, anytime it will tell, it will execute for me. System is off, system is on. Only thing, this machine kept on running. Fine. Let us do that. So what to write this particular thing? I don't have a PyCharm, guys. This is a Linux system. Everybody knows what a Linux is, right?
Yes.
You are learning cloud. You know what a Linux is. It's an operating system, just like my Windows. Only thing, in my Windows, if I want to copy something or create something, I will go right click, new. I will write a text file. I will write something in it, enter something, all these things. I don't have any UI for my Linux. So here everything is done via command. This is a Python code. Do I need to install any software here to run my Python code? I need to install, right?
Python.
I need to install my Python here first.
Yeah, install
So
Python.
I will install Python 3. With this, I will install pip. Do you guys know what a pip is? Remember, whenever I installed here, I got automatically pip here.
Yes, package
Python package manager.
Like NuGet here, npm.
Sir, you're installing Python in the Amazon machine?
Yes.
Yeah.
Not funny tool.
Simple, it is a machine, it is a system. I have got the access, I want to run my code there. So do I need to install the software, right? Whatever if I want to run Java, I need to install Java here, right? So I am running Python, I need to install Python. What is pip? Pip is a package manager. Do you know what a package manager is?
Yeah,
package manager is somebody.
For Python, it's used.
Anybody, okay? In what is Yum?
Yum is a package manager for Linux distributions.
Perfect. Okay. For Ubuntu, you have apt. Okay, like this package manager. Understand it simply. To install any library or any file, it is very difficult every time to search on internet and get those files. Okay. Similarly, I always give this example to my class student also. Everybody knows Ambani, right? Everybody knows Ambani? The richest person, or Jeff Bezos, or anybody you can talk about, Tim Cook.
Yes.
These guys want to do some shopping or they want to go somewhere. Do you think he will go to Make My Trip and book his own tickets? He wants to, suppose he wants to eat some Chinese food. Do you think he will go to Zomato and order his Chinese food? He wants to go somewhere. Do you think he will call his driver to go to and get a car for me? He will keep somebody, his personal assistant. His personal assistant, he will tell him, I need to go to Chennai tomorrow. He will book the flight and he will just go and travel. Hey, I need Chinese food. He will go and bring it from somewhere. So this is what manager for him, a personal assistant. Similarly, for Linux, Yum is the manager. You tell him what you need, he will bring it for you.
Sir, I have a question. May I?
Yeah.
So right now we open the Linux machine and we are installing all the required dependency here. Okay. Can we also do? Yeah. Can we also do everything inside a virtual machine instead of running everything in the Amazon Linux machine? And then connect that virtual machine for our.
Anything you can do.
Yeah.
No problem. You can do it. Okay. But again, that virtual machine should keep on running continuously.
Yeah.
So easiest way is to have resources inside my cloud. Why to keep resources outside my cloud? Because I don't know what will happen tomorrow. Okay. So let us go and install it. Next thing what I need Boto 3, right? Without Boto 3 it will not work, right? It's a Python code. So pip install Boto 3. Okay. So required things, I am installing it one by one. Now next thing what I need to do, last thing I need to write the code, right? Code is already written for me.
So
Okay.
date time also we need.
By default, datetime should be installed. If not, they will ask me. A lot of things are installed by default. If not, we will install it, right? No problem. Okay, fine.
I think we also need to configure the credentials, right? AWS.
Yeah, we will come to that. Okay, we'll come to that.
I have a question. When we already install the log file in S3 buckets, so why we need this thing? All these things.
Because you understand first, that is what we are going step by step. Here, what is the challenge of writing in my local system?
Hard coding.
I am hard coding is plus 24 hours. Can I execute my system? Sometimes my system can be shut down, right?
Yeah,
I don't know. I am working on 100 of other things. This file might get deleted, right? Is it a good practice?
Yeah.
So it is always good to have things inside your AWS. Inside your AWS, what is the machine I can use? Easy to write. Same machine, what have you done outside? Now let me go to this one. Let me delete this. Otherwise, we will not understand, right? Whether it is
So
working or
you
not.
are saying, for example, we will create virtual machine. We can create like
Python code.
Python code in local machine. We can copy that code and we can create a file, Python file in our Amazon machine, and we can run directly in our Amazon machine and